Aaron, we're here at Draper's Academy as part of the PlayStation Schools Cup, the biggest grassroots football tournament in the country. Tell us what you've been up to today.
Yeah, I've just met obviously a lot of the kids, played a couple of PlayStation games with them and as usual got beat.
Brings us nicely onto FIFA Versus. Going to be quizzing you on your West Ham teammates' FIFA stats. Yep. Before we do that, have you seen your current FIFA 19 card?
No, not that I know of, no.
So you don't know what your overall rating is?
No.
Do you want to have a guess?
98 or something?
It's not 98, no. It's a little bit lower.
61?
74 it is.
74.
Are you happy with that?
Kind of happy, yeah. I'll have to go into the stats though to see if I'm happy.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Interestingly, I found you're listed as a centre-back on FIFA 19, but you're not a centre-back, are you?
No, that's because last season when we played, when Bilic got the sack and Moyes took over,
yeah.
I think I've been quoted the smallest centre-back ever to play in the Premier League. So we had about 15 games, I think, towards the end of the back end of the season. Yeah. We played like a 3 at the back with 2 wing-backs, and I was kind of the left-hand side.
Left of the 3,
yeah. So no, I quite enjoyed it, but no, definitely not a centre-back.
But you're a left-sided player, aren't you?
Left-sided player, yeah.
Good, glad we cleared that up. Right, okay, first up, who is the fastest player at West Ham?
Felipe Anderson.
Felipe Anderson, according to FIFA 19, is second with 92. Great stat. There is a player with 94.
Ryan Fredericks.
Correct.
Yeah, I forgot about him.
So interestingly, you said Felipe Anderson first. Does that mean you?
I'm going to say over 20 yards. I'm going to say Fredericks, hands down, and then Felipe Anderson over 100.
Fredericks. There's only 2 players in the Premier League with quicker pace stats than him. Adama Traore 96, Leroy Sané 95. So is he one of the quickest players you've ever played with in your career then?
I think he is, yeah. Oh, especially over 20 yards, he's ridiculous. And getting back to Felipe, I think once he gets going, he's pretty hard to stop.
Yeah, let's talk about Felipe Anderson because he's on great form at the minute. Yeah. How good a signing was that for West Ham United?
Massive signing.
There's so much to his game, isn't there?
Yeah, well obviously it was a lot of money that we paid for him, and when you join, it's hard to settle, you know, playing from Italy. He's a Brazilian lad, and once he gets settled and you look over the last 2 months, he's been unbelievable. Chipped in with a lot of goals, assists, and certainly, you know, carrying the ball, and he's got a few skills and stuff, and he's been one of the best signings this season.
Did you know much about him when you signed him?
Can't say I did. Obviously, I knew about him at Lazio, but no, I didn't think he was going to come to the Premier League and do as well as he's doing now, and for me, he's been unbelievable. Yeah,
top player. Okay, Mikel Antonio got this one straight away when we did this with him. So whether you will or not, we'll see. Yeah. Who is the slowest player
Mark
at the
Noble,
club?
Standard. Mark Noble.
Do you know what I'd love to do? Is put the 2 answers together and see who answered that quicker.
Was it right?
Because it is Mark Noble, 44. He answered it very quickly as well. Easy one for you to answer then.
It is. It is. It really is. Obviously, ability-wise with the ball, he's unbelievable. But pace, that's one thing he's not been blessed with.
And are you two of the jokers in the dressing room? Because I saw a prank that you did with Jack Wilshere.
Yeah, with Jack. Yeah, when he first signed, I didn't know I was going to take it, but. No, he handled it well, but yeah, we've got, as I say, we've got a good group of lads, and all get on really well and have a good laugh.
Who is the most aggressive player at the club?
Issa Diop.
No, not according to FIFA. No.
Andy Carroll.
Correct.
Yeah.
88.
Yeah.
So Issa Diop and Andy Carroll together. Which one takes it for you?
Yeah, Andy, I think.
Just Andy.
He's really aggressive. Yeah.
Do you want to know your aggression stat?
68.
Close, 73.
Yeah, kind of chilled, aren't I?
Yeah. Lover, not a fighter.
Yeah, exactly that, yeah.
Okay, you're happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll move on. There's a stat for jumping in the game. Who do you think has the best jumping stat at West Ham United?
Antonio?
No, second. Mikel Antonio, 89.
Jumping.
There is a player on 91.
Chicharito.
No.
Go on, who is it?
Aaron Cresswell.
What, top of the league?
Top.
Nah, that's a fault, that, definitely.
Really?
Yeah. I'm quite, I'd fancy myself to jump, but not out-jump Mikel, no chance.
A lot of the West Ham players we speak to say that a lot of your stats are recorded in training, your pace stats, that you have the heart rate monitors, of course, your passing. A lot of that is compared and collated for each training session. Is jumping something that you've ever done?
Jumped and been measured, no.
No.
So I don't know where you got that one from.
No, exactly, yeah. That's what I was getting at. I don't know where they've got it from. But anyway, you're top anyway, so congratulations for that. West Ham, of course, have an array of striking options, but who do you think is the best at finishing
I think you've got to look at Chicharito. I see a stat the other day, there's only, I think there may be someone, I think it might be Jermaine Defoe, or someone ahead of him to score most Premier League goals inside the box.
Yeah.
And I think when the ball goes to Chicha inside the box, there's not many better than him.
He's a right proper fox in the box, isn't he?
Exactly
that.
that.
It is Chicharito, 84.
Yeah.
So a lot of players, we've got Lucas Perez, Arnautovic, Andy Carroll, Mikel Antonio, of course, Felipe Anderson chips in with the goals. One player out of all of them in the 90th minute, one-on-one, who would you want on the ball? Tough question, I know.
I'm going to go Chicha.
Chicha, yeah.
Just out and out goal scorer, and especially if it's in the box. I don't think he's ever scored outside the box.
No, I don't think he has.
Start, yeah. I think he's on about 49 Premier League goals, so that says enough for me.
Crossing, big part of your game, of course, but there's one West Ham player that has a higher crossing stat than yourself.
Snodgrass.
Correct again. Yeah, 82.
He's got a great left foot, and I think he went to Aston Villa last year, and I think he was their top assist. Even for West Ham this season, his crossing ability from set plays, open play, that doesn't surprise me one bit.
Snodgrass, looking from the outside, seems to be a player that's taken his game to another level, found another gear recently. Have you noticed a difference or an improvement in him in training, or has he always had that ability?
No, he's obviously always had that great left foot and that ability to use the ball well, and certainly when he went to Aston Villa last year, kind of not kick-started his career, but when he first come to West Ham, he wasn't playing, it wasn't working out for him, and I think that year at Aston Villa's done him the world of good, and for him to come back this year, he's arguably been one of our best players. And you mentioned him earlier on in the piece, in the sort of Joker pack as well. We've seen him do a few pranks.
Hi John, this is Greg Murray here from Scarborough. I'm opening a Greg's store, because you're a Scarborough lad. You can maybe open it for us, is that all right, or?
Not really sure it's my bag, mate, that.
You're actually up for a month's supply of yum-yums for your time. Or sausage rolls. So you're not fancying it then, no?
That is. That's Rob Snodgrass.
He's definitely number one. If there's something happening, there's him and Andy.
Right.
Say something happens, they're the first two people that you're putting the gunner. Well, mine's definitely going to Snods first. He's always involved in the littlest things to the largest things, and he's number one prankster. Yeah.
Any pranks that you can
Anything
tell
you
us
can get
on
a little
camera?
kick out of.
Any examples of ones you can share?
I can share one me and Andy got with him when he first come back to West Ham. Sorry, no, tell a lie. When he first signed for West Ham, I think it was in January. He just got this big new Mercedes and he's bowled in, like having himself in that. And we've got like lockers, so we've left his keys on the top of the. He's left his keys on the top of his locker, but left his locker open. So he's gone out to training. I think he's gone to the gym or whatever. And me and Andy have got his car, but we've got like a pitch at the far end of the training ground.
Right.
So me and Andy have jumped in his car and parked at the far end of the field, like so we can't see it. So we come out to his car, and he's like, "What's going on here?" But he doesn't know. He thinks because his keys are back in the locker.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So when he's come out and he's noticed his car there, he's had a massive panic. But that was one of many.
And how did he react?
But no, we went there. We got off. We didn't even tell him. Yeah. So it was up to him to find his car.
Brilliant.
But we could be here all day with Snods telling stories. So yeah, that was one of them.
Okay, another player we haven't mentioned yet, Declan Rice, fantastic young player. Now his FIFA 19 rating is 69, which is incredible really for how good his season's been. Do you think he's one of the most underrated players on the game?
Yeah.
What should that be for you?
I'd put him in his 80s, I think, for what he's done since he's come in the side. Certainly this year, I think he's one of the best young talents about, not just because he's my teammate and he's a good lad and he plays for West Ham, but even if I was one of the top clubs, certainly looking at him and watching him play week in, week out, and for someone so young, he's been excellent.
Huge potential.
Massive potential. And certainly how composed he is when he's got the ball. He can play in numerous positions, and yeah, he's been fantastic.
Aaron, thank you very much for your time. You did quite well in that. Know your FIFA stats. Any that you were unhappy with or you thought were wrong? Just the jumping one.
Just the jumping one. Yeah, I'm kind of happy but sad that I don't think it should be a number one. I'll take Mick's strength.
You'll take your strength. Okay. Are you going to show us your jumping today? No. Okay. Thank you very much for your time, mate.
Pleasure, man.
Good luck for the season. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Soccer M's YouTube channel. See you soon.